Residents in Florence say they know their community will always be remembered by an exploding whale mishap that's found its way into popular culture over the years. As the community marks 53 years since the infamous event, KEZI 9 News reporter Noah Chavez spoke with the man who helped bring the story to light and organizers of this year's Exploding Whale Day.
It was 53 years ago that on this beach, a washed-up whale, several boxes of dynamite, and the small community of Florence would forever become intertwined in Oregon legend.
When it blew up, that was a smell beyond all description.
If you drive through the coastal town of Florence, it's easy to say the community loves its well-known tale of a whale that went boom over 50 years ago. Reporter Paul Lindman was sent out to cover the attempted disposal of the whale that was unlike anything seen before.
We said, what do you want us to do? Well, they're going to dispose of this whale at the coast. We want you to go down and cover it. I said, really? And they said, they're going to use dynamite. I said, okay, we'll go.
But as the story goes, the process didn't go as planned.
Suddenly it was over us and my trench coat was pink and glistening.
The chunks of whale blubber flew everywhere, all captured on Lindman's camera. The video became a national story that still is remembered today.
Watch all the way to the very end. At the very end, there's a gentleman on a Caterpillar tractor. That was my grandfather, Bernard LaForge.
This is something that put Florence, Oregon on the map. So the fact that the whale, it was exploded and it became a bit of a debacle and a mistake, really did put Florence in the public eyes.
Local residents decided to honor the whale's memory every November 12th, the date the whale exploded, calling it Exploding Whale Day.
Mostly what we focus on is bringing the community in, education, and talking about history a little bit. You know, this is a very historical event, and a lot of good has come from it, so and a lot of education. So we want to make sure that the whale is remembered.
And remember, it has, with more and more people becoming aware of Florence's unique claim to fame.
Absolutely would never have guessed that it would be, but I do know from experience that if there's a whale carcass washed up on a beach, any place on the globe, exploding whale in Florence, Oregon always comes up.
I never dreamed this thing would live on in the way it has and actually grown. And this one not only lasted for 53 years, but it grew and it seems to know no bounds.
And yes, Lindman says he now never grows tired of being recognized for his story.
More than anything, thankful that something I was assigned and bumped into has lived on in the way that it has.
Reporting in Florence, Noah Chavez, KEZI 9 News.